So let's talk about love. Love is a wonderful thing. I mean, who doesn't love love? No, I'm kidding. Fuck love. It's really difficult and everything, relationships, all of that. It's just a lot of work. So I don't know. Everybody seems to be thinking that love is spontaneous and just happens. I mean, sometimes I guess love happens that way, but not really. Not really. How can you tell that you love somebody after the first day you met? I mean, people have messaged me before saying, "Oh, I love you so much, we should date." What? You don't even know me then. So I don't know. That my take on it is love isn't spontaneous. And when people text me telling me that they just fell in love with somebody, tell them to wait. Give it a moment. Just think about it. Because you just met this person, they could not turn out who they actually are. Examples like catfishes, or just in general, they could act like they're sweet and turn around and cheat on you. So, like, it's really crazy, this whole relationship and love thing that goes on. So, I guess I'm going to talk to you about love and relationships and some tips that I suggest that you should take if you get in a relationship, or if you're thinking about it. I've been in a lot of relationships, so I just like stack these couple like rules that I use to get to know a person, things like that. So number one, personally, I like to take a couple months to get to know somebody, so we can start out as friends. We'll start out as friends for a couple months. If we're talking heavy, that's cool and everything. I like that. I mean, I guess we could just like chill, go places. If it's not long distance, but that's a whole different story. Long distance is difficult. So I'd take a couple months to get to know somebody. Like, why just jump into something just because? It seems that there's a stigma with our generation that says if you don't have somebody by like a certain month that you're forever alone. What? I mean, I guess I guess that's how it works. But if you get somebody and you don't even actually like them, then what's the point? Our generation has crafted a whole like social idea on social media that if you don't have anybody, that you are forever alone, and you're pretty sad. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, like, why would somebody just be like sad and everything because they're alone? I mean, I get that, but at the same time, why make it look like if you have nobody, you are nobody? Let that sink in. So, personally, I think relationships should have value. Don't just have a relationship just to have the label. That brings us to number two. People always just using relationships as a thing. Everybody wants to have that somebody there. I mean, you can have friends that are there, or maybe you can have somebody that's really close, but don't just have that person and not let them know that you don't actually feel anything for them. Because if they start saying that they love you and you don't feel the same way, that's gonna be a bit awkward. How do you respond? Get a text, "I love you." That's nice. So that brings me to number three. If your relationship is only sex, you guys aren't in love. That's lust. And you guys are probably more friends with benefits than actually in love. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you actually want a relationship, or you guys actually want to do something and be together, then don't just like have sex all the time. I mean, it's not bad, but if the person only hits you up just to have sex, that's probably a hint that you guys aren't in love. It's just kind of a, hey, I'm gonna come over, we're gonna do things, and then I'm going to go, and we're gonna act like we didn't just meet. So that's not love. Just cut that out. If a person is saying that to you and they're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm in love with you, but we're just having sex," nah, nah. Number 4, this one gets a little bit confusing, cause some people, if they are in a relationship but not fully, I don't know if you guys get what I'm talking about, but say you guys are talking and talking heavy, so you guys are both on the same page, you both like each other, all of this, but you guys aren't in a set relationship. I don't think it's fair to the other person that you can't talk to other people. So if you guys aren't ready to put a label on it, why can't you talk to other people? Obviously, if they want to talk to other people, obviously they don't feel as strongly for you. Or maybe they just want to see how it goes. They want to get to know you. My personal experience is I don't care. You can talk to whoever you want. I'll probably do the same thing. But so I don't get how people like to put a lock and key on it, but you guys aren't even in a relationship. That doesn't make any sense. You can't just like own somebody. But yeah, so relationships are just they can be fun though. I mean, if you find somebody that is real and genuine and you guys are having fun all the time and you guys just click like that and you guys are out together and it's just wonderful, that's great. But I wouldn't just jump into relationships just because of what people say about you being forever alone or some shit like that. I don't know. People are crazy. So for number 5, do not base your last relationship off of what's to come. Don't let what somebody did in the past affect your future, because the next person could be like the greatest person you ever met and you could just trash that all by being like, oh, so you're cheating on me and you're doing all this. That's just a total vibe killer. Why even assume that they're doing this? Like, I always scroll on Instagram, I see niggas ain't shit and all of that. Everybody's a player. Build up bridges now. It's like, it's understandable, but then again, if you want somebody else, why would you do all of that to the next person? They didn't do anything to you yet. Don't just like put people in awkward situations and push them through like shit just to be with you, to test them. All these tests are really that's not okay. On a side note, to end this video, I mean, relationships are cool and everything. I don't personally think it gets too serious until maybe high school, but that's still rare too. So I wouldn't just sit on one and assume that nothing ever bad can happen. It could just jump to another person and just be like, oh, I'm tired of this or bored of this. So don't just stay stuck. I mean, sometimes you catch feelings and you're just like clinging to that person, but there are more people out there. Yeah, I know everybody says that same thing, like 7 billion people, but I'm still single. So, I mean, don't just stay stuck and don't think that nothing will work also. So have faith. And, I mean, love is great, but give it some time. Give it some time to grow on you. Don't just love like that. Don't throw all your feelings out there just to get them crushed. Simply saying the words, I love you, could mean nothing. Somebody could just say it. So I wouldn't sit there and think about it too much if you guys haven't been talking for too long. Love is intricate and difficult, but it is also really beautiful. So don't take it for granted, but don't be like deceived at the same time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, rate, comment, share, and tell me what love is. I mean, maybe I don't know. So you guys tell me what you think love is and what a relationship means to you in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.